Hi everyone. I was discussing with you that there has to be a match between your talent and your career. I want to distinguish between a job and career. A couple of weeks ago, I was addressing a group of engineering students in a camp. The camp is about career building. Right? I asked them what are they looking for. 9 out of 10 students said they are looking for a job. I corrected them to say that it is not job they want, they are building a career. Career is different, job is different. Within 15 minutes you can get a job. You can prepare so well in the interview and get a job. But holding on the job is difficult. Working your way up the organization is difficult. Right? So in a career you should have the right type of talent. You should be exposed to such knowledge and skill required to make the talent come out. It is something like gold ore. The raw ore is there. You have to extract gold. It is that type of a comparison I want you to remember. I recall a story which I read somewhere. There was a forest and all the animals wanted to start a school called the animal school. The objective was to get ready for the challenges of change. And the animals realized that they should be multi-skilled, they should be multi-talented. So they decided to have a curriculum where you will be tested not in the areas of your strength, but in an unknown area. So 4 syllabus were drawn. One was running, climbing, swimming, and flying. Now all the animals took all the subjects, and each animal will be tested on a subject on which he is not strong. The duck, you know the duck is good in swimming, but the duck was taught how to fly. The duck tried and tried and tried, but it could not fly. Right? And so ultimately what happened, the duck was given a 0 and heartbroken, the duck became depressed. Then the rabbit, you know rabbit is good in jumping, but the rabbit was told the rabbit will be tested in swimming and not jumping. And the rabbit was put into the water. Obviously it could not swim, right? But it was asked to swim. Ultimately what happened, the rabbit lost the self-confidence and it scored a 0. Then the turn of the squirrel came. You know the squirrel are very good in climbing trees, but the squirrels were told you should be tested on flying. Right? And the squirrels tried and tried and tried to fly. Obviously the squirrels cannot fly and they failed and they were given a 0. The squirrels started attending evening classes, tuition centers to expose themselves to the art of flying. Obviously they could not achieve it. The eagle, you know eagles soar high, they can fly very high, but they were asked to take a lesson on swimming. Obviously eagles failed. The eagles attended the tuition center, extra coaching in the evening. They lost their self-confidence, they lost their image, and ultimately they were given a 0. So in the ultimate analysis, all the students of the animal school failed in every paper they took. The moral of the story is, are you using your talent? People ask me, how do I know my talent? How do I understand my talent? It is very easy. You can take the book of Howard Gardner. Now I want to give a very honest advice to you. You have to read a lot. The technology of career building has changed. Gone are the days with an ordinary effort, with an ordinary skill and talent you can succeed. In the era of competitive environment, in the era of globalization, you have to be the best. You should have the knowledge and skill required. Take the book, the Howard Gardner's book on multiple intelligence, or you can log on to any search engines and go for this test, multiple intelligence MI. Series of questions will be given. Answer that. That will give you some indication where you are strong. Then go and discuss with your parents. Go and discuss with your colleagues. Go back in your memory to your school days, college days. You would have been a good writer. You would have been a good sportsman. You would have been a good singer. Maybe as you grew up in life, you became busy in other areas and you started concentrating on the job which is in front of you. You may have to reinvent yourself. Once you reinvent, then this is my strength, then start working on that. In the era of change, in the era of infinite opportunities, there is absolutely no limit for the growth potential. All that is required is understand yourself. You should know who you are. Once you know who you are, it is very easy to build up your career. Remember the triangle I talked about? That is the core subject we are going to discuss in all the episodes. Recall the triangle. You have the talent, then you have the platform, then you have the knowledge, then you have the skill, you have the focus and the behavior. Then I asked you to write this here, passion and attitude. In the episodes to follow, I will go deeper into this. The purpose of this whole episode is to make you arise, awake and take charge. See you in the next episode.